Show with our host, Mina Valentine. Mina,
Hi.
okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. A topic you were doing on TikTok. So you were live on TikTok today? So basically, let's talk about
How do I?
specifically enough what you talked about on TikTok today.
Oh, I talked about because I have long hair. And when I go to bed, before I go to bed at night, I comb it out and then I put it on top of my head and I twist it. Then I coil it up and pin it. So, because if I went to bed with it hanging down like this, when I woke up the next morning, it would be like a big old rat's nest, right? So I thought, well, I want to see what they did. And they did kind of the same thing. What they would do was they believed that you should comb or brush your hair out. So they had all these elaborate, that they'd put up on their head. And so every woman had long hair then. They would brush the hair and they always said that 100 strokes was good. And then they'd take a piece of rag or a piece of paper and they would take the hair like this and they would wrap the hair around the cloth like so until they got it where they wanted it. And then they would tie it so it would stay. And they would do that all through their hair. Then they had these nightcaps. You've seen this in old movies and things like that, where they all get up in the middle of the night and they all have these stupid looking beanie things on their heads. Well, that's what they did. They would take these, they were handmade, and they would put little pieces of sachet inside so that when they went to bed at night, when they woke up, their hair would smell good. Believe it or not, when they would take their hair down, it had a real pretty curl to it, like this. You see how mine is kind of
Yeah.
curled? And that's just from me wrapping my hair up on top of my head. But I don't understand why they went to all that trouble, because unless they were staying in, and even certain situations when they did stay in, their hair had to be up. They had to wear their hair.
Yeah.
And then they had to wear, if they went out, they had to wear a bonnet. So why did they go to all that trouble to get it to curl and then stick it on top of their heads? They had pieces of, not wood, but pieces of cloth that they make into a ball. And they could put that on the top of their head and then pile their hair up on top of it. Then they had pieces of fake hair that they would clip in to make it like their hair. Imagine it looked really bad.
Sure.
But that's what they did back in the day. Even when I was young, I remember my mother got a wig once, and my dad, take that damn thing off your head. Even back then, the materials they used
Yeah.
to make wigs wasn't very good. I guess they still could have used real hair. People that were poor would sell their hair just like,
Right.
but
Yeah.
you can, even today, you can get real hair wigs where people have sold their hair to make wigs. I don't know.
You don't want to do that?
I'm not, no, if I get really, really sick, I might cut it and donate it to Children's Fund or something where they can make wigs for little kids.
But you're not going to, so you're gonna
No,
figure it out. See, you've not gone on ChatGPT yet to go and search those things. Have you
yes,
gotten
I
to
have.
say?
Yes, I have, but they didn't say much.
Oh, then you don't know how to do it. Did you tell them to become my doctor?
Yes, I did.
Then why
And,
does it listen to me?
and you know what they said? They said just about everything I knew that was outside of the medical
Did you
society.
put all your tests in and everything?
No, I don't have those.
What kind of doctors don't give you tests?
Well, I guess I could get them if I wanted them.
That'll be the important thing. You have to give them input or ChatGPT becomes stupid. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, go ahead.
I know what my numbers are and they're not good, but
You can get a lot of information.
yeah,
But
yeah. So anyway, we're going back to that. And men that had long hair, a lot of men wore ponytails back then.
yeah, I noticed that. That's a big thing in that time period.
Yeah, ponytails. They had done away with wigs. Some of the older men were still wearing those white powdered wigs.
Yeah.
The government decided they were going to tax wigs. That's what pulled everybody away from wigs. And they smelled bad. So they were always having to put perfume on them. And men wore them all the time, so they were stinky. But a lot of men wore beanies too when they are caps. They called them nightcaps or something. So a lot of men slept in them too.
Is the reason they had white, not real hair, is because of lice?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't read anything about lice, but I do know that some of the people that had less money, their beds were made out of straw, and that could lead to bugs, which was nasty. And they'd have to change the straw like once a month or something, which, ew. Can you imagine sleeping on straw? It's
Wouldn't be
got
fun.
comfortable. Itchy. It'd be itchy. I'd be scratching up a storm. So anyway, I
Yeah.
think I think
With the hair, how long did it take him to go to the beauty parlor?
they didn't really, I don't think that they really did beauty parlors. I don't know how these women learned to put these big elaborate things on their heads. You've seen them on TV and in the movies where they had these big, but a lot of them were just a gigantic hairpiece. Yuck. But you had to have a lot of money to buy those. I guess they sold them at these, what do they call them, millinery stores or something. That's not the right word. Something like that.
Thrift shops?
They were sold women's stuff. They had large bazaars that one of them is still in existence today that was open for business in the 1700s. That's still open today. And it was like a big mall, and whatever you were looking for, whatever you wanted, they had it there. Jewelry, watches, clocks, wallpaper, cloth to make clothes with, all kinds
Everything, anything.
they had there. And like I said, that one bazaar is still there. It's pretty cool. I'd like to go and see it and walk like people did back in the day and say, I walked right where the Duke of Wellington walked.
Cool. And where's your location of your books? What part of England?
Most of mine center around London, but they vary because I go as far as Kent and up towards Surrey or down towards Surrey and then up towards the border between England and Scotland. So all my main characters live in London, but the adventures or whatever has happened inside my books takes them out of London.
Okay. All right. So the best place to go is minavalentine.com. I love the topic today. People go buy her books, follow her.
Please go buy my
Love the
book. It's
books.
a great present for Christmas.
Okay. That was the special simulcast Neil Haley Show on the Mina Valentine Show.